welcome to the Muslim Viewpoint, a video podcast powered by the national non-profit media platform American Muslim Today. I'm your host, Rifat Malik. Well, as expected, with Trump's official inauguration yesterday came immediate controversy. Among a raft of over 100 executive orders came the shock news that he would be issuing full and unconditional pardons for approximately 1,500 individuals involved in the January the 6th Capitol insurrection. And this after repeatedly assuring the public and voters before the election that he would not pardon those convicted of serious violent offenses. So let's examine the human toll of January the 6th, not just on our democracy, but on the brave officers who defended the Capitol. Trump has justified his decision to pardon the rioters, calling them hostages. But for the officers who were on the front lines that day, his decision reopens wounds that have barely begun to heal. That includes Michael Fanone, a former Metropolitan Police officer who was seen being attacked in a viral video. He suffered a heart attack after being repeatedly shocked with a stun gun by one of the insurrectionists. This week, that same man, Daniel Rodriguez, was pardoned. In an emotional interview with CNN, Fanone expressed his anger and heartbreak. "I have been betrayed by my country, and I've been betrayed by those who support Donald Trump. My family, my children, myself are less safe today because of Donald Trump and his supporters." Fanone's story is not unique. Hundreds of officers were injured on January the 6th, and the aftermath has been devastating. The Capitol attack has now been linked to 9 deaths, including 4 suicides by law enforcement officers who responded to the riot. Officer Gunter Hashida, who joined the Met in 2003, was found dead by suicide in his home on July 29, 2021. Hashida, 43, is survived by his wife, Amelia, 3 children, and his sister. Officer Kyle DeFreitag, another responder who also took his life in July at the age of just 26. On January the 6th, he was deployed to protect the Capitol after police cleared the building of rioters and was involved in enforcing a curfew. Their deaths, along with those of Officer Jeffrey Smith and Capitol Police Officer Howard Liebengood, underscore the immense psychological toll that day inflicted. Capitol Police Officer Harry Dunn, who courageously defended the Capitol, did not mince words when responding to Trump's pardons. Today is another dark day in American history, and a continuation of the stain that January the 6th left on our nation. I am infuriated, but not surprised in the slightest. We can't pretend to be shocked because Trump has fulfilled his long-standing promise to pardon the criminals he incited to attack me and my fellow officers. Trump's decision to frame January the 6th as a day of love and his supporters as victims of political persecution has galvanized his base. Among those celebrating their newfound freedom is Jacob Chansley, the self-styled QAnon shaman. Released early from prison last year, Chansley tweeted, "I just got the news from my lawyer. I got a pardon, baby. Thank you, President Trump. Now I am going to buy some MF guns." Chansley's words, unhinged and threatening by any standards, paint a chilling picture of what could come next. Democracy advocacy groups warned that these pardons may embolden future political violence. Lisa Gilbert, co-president of the watchdog group Public Citizen, warned, "This isn't just about degrading the U.S. Constitution and the rule of law in theory. Trump's disgraceful actions here send a message that political violence is acceptable, so long as it is in support of him and his pursuit of unchecked power." Gilbert is not alone in her fears. Many House Democrats have expressed concerns about the far-reaching implications for national security and the integrity of the justice system. Former Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, called Trump's pardon shameful and said, "The president's actions are an outrageous insult to our justice system and the heroes who suffered physical scars and emotional trauma as they protected the Capitol, the Congress, and the Constitution." She added, "It's shameful that the president has decided to make one of his top priorities the abandonment and betrayal of police officers who put their lives on the line to stop an attempt to subvert the peaceful transfer of power." Pelosi did not attend Trump's inauguration on Monday. On the day of the attack, Trump stood before a crowd at the Ellipse on the Hill and urged them to fight like hell to overturn the results of a free and fair election. While he promised to march to the Capitol with them, he ultimately did not. But his words and his refusal to accept his 2020 defeat lit the spark that led to an unprecedented assault on our democracy. With the stroke of his pen, Trump has erased accountability for more than 1,500 people who were convicted with charges ranging from violent assaults to seditious conspiracy. One of the most shocking pardons was for the former leader of the far-right group, the Proud Boys, Enrique Tarrio, who has been sentenced to 22 years in prison. On his conviction, federal prosecutors had said no organization put more boots on the ground at the Capitol on January the 6th, 2021 than the Proud Boys, and they were at the forefront of every major breach of the Capitol's defenses. Despite these pardons drawing sharp criticism from legal experts, activists, and most notably the officers who risked their lives, it's another instance of the GOP wants the party of law and order reshaping itself as the party of Donald Trump. That's it for now. Thank you for joining me on Muslim Viewpoint. If you value our public service journalism, please support American Muslim Today, a 501c3 nonprofit, by following us on social media at American Muslim Today or donating at AmericanMuslimToday.com. And before you go, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Until next time, I'm Rifat Malik.